So, you see, in this universe, three types of events are running constantly. One is historical event, second one is the geographical event, and the third one is the astronomical event. And within these three events, everything comes under these, whatever is happening in this universe. So it means the whole play of drama is the play of three things: history, geography and astronomy. If I say in one word, so I must say that history means who is who. Geography means the where, the place. And the astronomy means when, the time. So history, geography and astronomy. Who, where and when. So now science says that this world is the world of action and reaction, effort and result, cause and effect. So it means nothing happens without cause. So the same thing is called in spiritual language the karma and its fruit, or action and its result. So when nothing happens without reason, so definitely there must be some reason behind these three events happening. So the main reason behind this are three specialities of our corporeal world. There are three specialities, only three specialities, which Baba says. The first one is the light. The light lighting in between is symbolizing sun. Sun. So since there is light of sun, that's why this world is visible. Second one is the sound. Because there is sound, that's why this world is audible. And the third one is the motion. If there is no motion, no change. So due to motion, change happens. Because this world is changeable. So now, I told you three events and three specialities. Now again we must also know that which speciality is responsible for which event. So let me tell you, due to the heat and light of sun, geographical event happens. For an example, since there is light of sun, that's why day and night happens. This is geographical event. Second thing, since there is heat of sun, that's why weather is changing. This is also geographical event. So, geographical event happens due to heat and light. The second thing is the sound. Due to sound, historical event happens on our universe. Why? Because our human words create history. For an example, in Bharat, you might have heard the story of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Have you heard this? So, they used to say, why this big, very Mahabharata happened? They say, due to only the few words of Draupadi. How Ramayana happened? They say only few words of Manthara. Okay, leave it aside, because these are the story. But how much big historical event is happening now? Incorporeal God Shiva, the whole world to whom everyone is searching, and he himself comes before we children and speak. Daily Murli we listen in morning class, Murli class. What is that? Those are the versions of God. And due to those versions, in desert, golden age comes. So this is the biggest historical event running now. Words creates history. The third thing is the motion. Due to motion, astronomical event happens. Astronomical event means in the space, the movement of planets, and due to that only the astrology invented. Astrology came out. So what is astrology? The movement of planets and its result. So now this model is especially focused on motion. Here, three types of motion are shown. There are three types of motion even for soul and even for earth. So let me tell you about three types of motion of soul, which we Baba's children already know, but I shall tell you in this scientific manner. You see, the right hand side of this symbol, the golden age and silver age, combinedly this part is called positive cycle of this field. And this positive, no negative thing happens here. This is positive cycle. And the same positive cycle is called heaven, paradise, in spiritual language. Because this is the world of happiness, no sorrow happens here. And during this period, soul gets a highly elevated stage, which we call fruition. Fruition. In Hindi we call Sadgati. Sadgati, fruition. And the left hand side of the symbol, copper age and iron age, combinedly this part is called negative cycle of this being. And the same negative cycle is called hell. And there soul gets a degraded stage. Degraded stage. In Hindi we call it Durgati. Durgati. Here Sadgati, here Durgati. And in the Confluence age, incorporeal Shiv Baba descends here and he takes us back to the soul world, which we call liberation, and in Hindi it is called Gati, Mukti. So these three types of motion, liberation, fruition and degradation, Gati, Sadgati and Durgati. These are the three types of motion for soul. And these three types of motion for soul depends upon our own karma philosophy. Karma, our action and its result. So, and our karma and its result, it is directly related to this earth planet, because here only we take death and birth cycle. So our earth also has three types of motion, three motion. The first type of motion of earth is rotating in its own axis, which takes 24 hours for one rotation, and that is why day and night happens. So this is the first motion. The second motion of earth is not rotating in single stable position, but simultaneously it is moving forward and getting one yearly cycle within 365 days around the sun. This is the second motion. And these two types of motions are very well known. Why? Because these two types of motion comes under our limitations and observations. But apart from these two motions, again there is a third motion of earth. Third motion of earth, which is incognito. Even scientists do not know. Why? Because this third type of motion of earth is very secret and very deep to understand. So very subtle. So this third type of revelation of this third motion of earth only can be revealed by Shiv Baba, incorporeal Godfather Shiva, because he is immune to this death and birth cycle. He is immune to this cycle. So now whatever he has explained about third motion of earth, to understand that clearly, first of all, we need to know that when earth completes one yearly cycle within 365 days around the sun, that yearly cycle will never be called as the complete cycle around the sun. That yearly cycle is only a partly cycle around the sun, not complete cycle around the sun. Why? Because our sun is very big. So our sun is about 109 to 10 times bigger than the earth size, which is not possible to show here. So this is only symbolic. Our sun is very big, and before the sun, our earth is a very tiny point. For an example, if we take a big ball, so this is the ball here, this is a black ball. If I take a piece of chalk and draw one line maintaining the center line of this ball, so one line of circumference will be drawn around the ball. So by drawing one line of circumference with the piece of chalk, the whole ball will not become white by chalk. As thick the chalk is, only that much thick line will be drawn. Similarly, our sun is a very big ball of gases. In the sun, two gases, hydrogen and helium, two gases are constantly exploding, and our earth is like that small chalk piece. So if you consider this ball as the sun and that chalk piece as earth, so within 1 year our earth is only able to cover one line of circumference around the sun within a year. So within a year, our small earth cannot complete the whole spherical surface area around the sun, the spherical surface area of 360 degrees. It is not able to complete within 1 year. So that is why the 1 yearly cycle is only called a part of cycle around the sun, not complete cycle around the sun. So how it will happen? It has to happen because the motion is the law of universe. So to complete that complete cycle around the sun by our small earth, this orbit which you are observing, the same orbit it shifts very, very slow, very, very slow. Just you are looking, earth is also rotating and also revolving. At the same time, this orbit is also shifting very, very slow. This is the third motion of earth, which Baba used to say in Murli, the drama moves like love. So what is that moment of love? This is that moment of love. It means it is too slow to read. Even scientists also cannot read this moment. So this is the third motion of earth. Now, if I look this orbit from this side or from that side, I shall be able to observe this orbit as a round one, circular. If you observe the same circular orbit from the front side, you will be able to observe the same round orbit from the front side as one line. From this side, circular motion, but from the front side, it is to and fro. It is as one line. For example, when we take meals, the plate looks round. After finishing meal, when we wash it and keep it on the rack vertically, So from side one it looks round, but from front side it will be looked as one line, straight line. Similarly, in this picture, two big lines are drawn here, one vertical, other is horizontal. So why these two big lines are drawn here? These two lines are exactly the representation of the same line of the orbit which you are able to see from the front.
Which two lines?
These two lines, vertical and horizontal. So these two lines are exactly the
Lines were lines here.
ये रिकॉर्ड हो रही है, आप प्रश्न बाद में पूछना है. So this line, so now you have observed that this line was horizontal. Now it is going to become vertical. Now the same vertical one will become horizontal. But to become horizontal one from vertical one, it takes 1250 years. It means our small earth is only able to cover the 90 degree spherical surface area of sun within 1250 years. So we can understand that our small earth can cover the whole spherical surface area of sun once in a 5,000 years. So once in a 5,000 years, our small earth can cover the whole spherical surface area around the sun. And this is the biggest cycle, which is called cycle of Kalpa. This is not imaginary. You see, as we know, that the rotation is practical, not imaginary. The revolution is also practical, not imaginary. Similarly, the same orbit, gradually it shifts, and within 5,000 years, it covers the whole spherical surface area around the sun once in a 5,000 years, which is called the cycle of Kalpa. Now again, in this picture, apart from these two big lines, 4 short lines are also shown here. What does it mean? Actually, these 4 short lines are these lines indicate the direction of our North Pole at a particular situation. You see, our North Pole is very important. The North Pole of our Earth is very, very important. Whenever you might have seen the model of globe, always you have seen the North Pole is always kept upward, South Pole downward. You never might have seen like this, South top, North down. No, always North is kept upward. Why? Because our Earth is a very big magnet, and the North Pole of our Earth is considered the head, top of the Earth. That's why head, North Pole is always kept upward. Second thing, in our primary school also, the geography is being taught. So in that subject, one book is available there, which is called Atlas. If you might have seen that book, it is clearly shown in that book that our Earth always rotates anti-clockwise. Our Earth always rotates anti-clockwise. That is why...
That's clockwise.
Yeah, anti-clockwise?
Other way. It's
Always.
No, I mean, now this is clockwise.
This. Anti.
This is...
No, it is not like this. Always it is anti-clockwise.
But clockwise is...
And not, it is anti-clockwise.
No.
But clockwise is...
You see,
clock is going right.
clock rounds like this, but this is anti-clockwise.
Or like this. If you keep
Again you observe.
for us.
Yeah, for you.
Yes, for us, yes. Right.
Aye.
That is why
Aye.
sun seems to be rising from the east, because it is anti-clockwise. But when When if you look it from the North Pole, then only it looks anticlockwise.
Yeah.
If you look the same motion from the South Pole, the same
Yeah.
motion will be
Clockwise.
clockwise
Yeah.
from South Pole. But North Pole, it looks anticlockwise because our angle of vision is changed. So now, I told you that the first motion of Earth is always anticlockwise, and the second motion of Earth is also anticlockwise. And these two motions are shown in the book of that atlas. Scientists believe, they know it. But to what I told you of the third motion of Earth, that third motion is always clockwise. The first motion is anticlockwise, second motion is also anticlockwise, but third motion is always clockwise. And there is only one proof, and that is the symbol of this swastika. You see, if there won't be a third motion, then there is no need to put two big lines here. Only one line was sufficient. But since there is third motion, that is why sometimes this line becomes horizontal, sometimes this line becomes vertical. That is why these big two lines prove that there is third motion. And these four short lines prove that third motion is always clockwise. That's why these four short lines are always shown clockwise. So now, again, the reference point of third motion is also the North Pole of our Earth. Why? Because we know in every 6 months, our Earth reaches in next end from one end, every 6 months. That is why northern solstice and southern solstice happen. So within a year, 2 dates are very important. One is 21st June and second one is the 21st December. So in 21st June, our Earth reaches to one end and the northern solstice completes. Right from the second day, the southern solstice starts, and after 6 months it reaches the next end on 21st December, and southern solstice completes, again northern solstice starts. But when Earth reaches to this end, even then the North Pole will be in this direction. When Earth reaches to the next end, even then the North Pole will be in the same direction. But I have shown North Pole arrow mark this side, not this side. Why? Because this side North Pole is leading. It is going forward. South Pole is following. So this side North Pole is called leading North Pole. And this side North Pole is lagging North Pole. It's going behind. So the leading North Pole is considered as the third motion of Earth. So now you have to look this point only. Right from this point, year starts, and after 365 days it reaches to the same point. So this leading point, leading North Pole, when this leading North Pole enters in the positive cycle, so right from this point, golden age starts. After 1250 years, when the same leading North Pole enters downward, so right from this point, silver age starts. And again after 1250 years, when the same North Pole enters in negative cycle, so right from this point, copper age starts. And again after 1250 years, when the same North Pole enters upward, so right from this point, iron age starts. But when this leading North Pole enters in the positive cycle, just before that, a very great miracle happens on our Earth. So what is that miracle? You see, we Baba's child know that in the Confluence age only incorporeal Shiv Baba descends here and he transforms the old vicious world into new pure world, good and evil. How he does? First of all, he depicts true knowledge. True knowledge. Nowadays there are abundance of knowledge present here. Whatever you search in Google you will find. But the true knowledge will be called that one which is able to purify the soul. So this knowledge taught here is only true knowledge taught by God himself. And practice of Raj Yoga strengthen the soul. So when in mass scale many souls starts practicing this knowledge and meditation and become pure, so by their collective vibrations of purity, the physical transformation starts happening on our earth. And those physical transformation happen by three means. One is natural calamities, second one is civil war, and third and final one is nuclear war. So these this rehearsal happened. But this is nuclear war is final one. No rehearsal, this is final. It means when this leading North Pole will enter in the positive cycle, just before that a tremendous nuclear war will happen. Very huge nuclear war will happen. And because without nuclear war, this very big transformation of world cannot be changed. So, but we know that war is already started. So many countries are fighting now each other. But when this war will turn into Third World War, at that time, a very great changes will occur on our earth. And among them, the first change will be that when this many powerful bombs, the atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, nuclear bomb will be triggered at a time. At that time, tremendous temperature will rise on our earth in such a way that everything which is visible with this naked eyes will be turned into ash within no time. Because if one single atom bomb anywhere it falls, I am talking about single atom bomb, that atom bomb will create minimum 1 million Celsius degree temperature. Yes. You see, we know that when atom bomb was invented, it was in 1944. And it was first time it was applied, it put in 6th August 1945, when during the Second World War, America put those bombs in Hiroshima. And after 2 days, on 9th August, they put on Nagasaki. So those bombs were baby bombs for trial. So in record, it is told, it is mentioned that at that time, by those baby bombs, 4,000 Celsius degree temperature was raised. Now it is in so advanced manner so that one atom bomb will create minimum 1 million Celsius degree temperature. And by those many bombs at a time, do not know how big temperature will be created. Which Baba used to speak in Murli that this earth will catch fire. It has to catch fire. So now, and very interesting point is that on our earth, no such a metal, no such a thing is existing which can tolerate more than about 3,000 Celsius degree temperature. So you can imagine what will happen for this world when it will catch fire. this many bombs. So at that time, all 7 continents will turn into ash within no time. Immediately, when all the land will be turned into ash, immediately the gravitational force of our earth will pull all those loose material, all the continents, ash, land inside. Because the gravitational force will do its own work. No one can stop it. It means all land of 7 continents will rush towards the core and will form one piece of huge land inside in the core. It means all the countries existing now over the globe, all will be merged into the water, sea water. But the miracle which I was talking about, the miracle will be that all the lands will definitely go under the sea, but the land of Bharat will never be drawn into the water. Why? It has 3 reasons for such a miracle. It has 3 reasons. The first reason is that on the land of Bharat, incorporeal God Shiva descends, who is infinity positive energy. Infinity positive energy. He is the ocean of purity. By his descendants, the land of Bharat starts getting recharged by that positive vibration of God. If any other country wish to attack on Bharat by nuclear bomb, atom bomb, etc., their negative thoughts will be stopped by the positive energy of God. That is why the chief of that country will find any other reason to postpone the program of attacking on Bharat. Even then, if they wish to attack on Bharat, before finally attack on Bharat, either any third country will attack on them, or any severe natural calamities will come there so that their existence finish. Otherwise, if anyone put atom bomb, nuclear bomb on Bharat, so the land of Bharat will also become ash and go down. But that things Shiv Baba stopped to happen. Shiv Baba protects the land of Bharat. That is why the land of Bharat is always immortal. And not only in Bharat, but the neighboring country of Bharat also will never face nuclear war. Why? Baba also make them safe. Why? Because if any neighboring country face nuclear war, the Bharat will be badly affected. Because neighboring country, the advanced party also cannot survive. So that is why along with Bharat, the neighboring countries will never face this nuclear war. That is why these land will not become ash, will become solid. But no sooner the nuclear war starts, immediately the peak point of natural calamity will happen in the peak point, 100% level. So due to that peak level of natural calamities, the lands neighboring Bharat will go down one by one. First one land, the ash it has gone already, but one land, other, second, third, fourth. At the last, the land of Bharat will be supported. Otherwise, Bharat also will go down. It needs support from the bottom. So that's why this neighboring country will create a support pillar. So this is the logic of drama, how Bharat is protected. So now the second reason is that in this universe, there is a unique universal law is existing. What is that universal law? That law is here everything is cyclic. Everything complete its own circuit. Even then, whatever thought we create, that thought also completes its own circuit. For an example, if I create negative thought for anyone, so that thought, negative thought which I have created for anyone, that negative thought again after some time it will come back to me and complete its own circuit. But when it will come back to me, it will come in multiple times more, and I will be badly affected. So that's why Baba always teaches us that always we must create positive thoughts for everyone. Because when our positive thoughts will come back to me in multiple times more, with multiple times more, that multiple times more positive thought will protect me. According to this principle, if any other country wishes to attack on Bharat, so their negative thought ruins themselves first. This is the universal law. You see, in our Bharat, defense ministry is there, but offense ministry we don't have. Bharat never attack any other country by its own. So when Bharat never wants any other's loss,
Right.
so no any country can make Bharat in loss.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So that's why this is the universal law. And the third reason is, we know in the core of our earth at present, lava is existing, the fire, lava. That lava, where from it gets leakage, it comes out in the form of volcanoes. Even now also somewhere it may be coming. So at that time of destruction, when all the lands go inside, so that land will do first thing, that it will occupy the space of lava, and it will quit all the lava. It means all the lands of 7 continents will form one piece of huge land in the core, and outside lava will be there. So what lava will do then? Lava will touch the bottom of sea, and we know under the sea very big ice clusters are existing. So those heat of lava will start melting all the ice clusters, ice mountain from inside, and the heat of nuclear bomb, it will start melt all the glaciers on the both pole. So immediately, so no ice formation will be there for either inside or outside. All the ice will be melted, and at the same time the sea level will rise 100%. So the third reason is that let the sea level rise 100%, even then our Bharat never face a big destruction. Why? Because the geographical situation of the land of Bharat is in such a way that it is very high from the mean sea level. And of course, due to rising the sea level, the coastal area around Bharat will definitely be drawn into the water. But even then, due to some severe earthquakes and upward volcanoes, some new land will emerge from the under sea, and that land will be attached in Bharat from one side, and the map of Bharat will be changed. This map existing now will not be in golden age. It will not be there in golden age. Why? Because Baba told that nothing of old world, vicious world will exist in new world. Everything will be changed. So, new Bharat, new world, new map will be there. The map existing now of Bharat actually is totally influenced, badly affected by the Vastu signs. In Bharat we observe Vastu signs, that is pole signs. So, when the map of Bharat will be changed, at that time it will be according to the Vastu signs. So that will be good. So now the next change will be that when all the land goes inside and forms one huge land inside, that land is settled. The settlement of those land becomes in such a way that with the reference to the equator, the equal amount of lands are distributed inside in northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Equal amount of land distributed. Why it will be like this? The main reason is whatever you create thoughts, that the vibration of thoughts are received by all five elements. And as the quality of our thoughts according to the five elements mold themselves, mold it. So now at present we Brahmins, BK brothers and sisters, we are very few. Baba says we are five Pandavas. It means we are 5% compared to the whole world. So comparing to our population of BKs, many souls, billions, trillions souls are negative souls are existing. So their negative vibration affect all five elements, and all five elements become vicious, tamopradhan, degraded. But at that time of huge destruction, all those many billions and trillions souls will fly to the soul world. That's why at that time their negative vibration will be stopped. Our five elements will get stopped receiving their negative vibration because they have flew. But at that time, on the land of Bharat, very few pure souls will exist. They will live. They will survive, which we call in our language as advanced party. So those advanced party pure soul will always generate positive thoughts. And positive means balance. So by receiving those pure vibrations, all five elements will reset in balanced stage. So according to this principle, the earth element will distribute equal amount of land inside. The amount of land which will be in the northern hemisphere, the same equal amount of land will be in southern hemisphere. So when equal amount of lands will be distributed, immediately our earth will get balance. Immediately the axis of earth, which is still now 23.5 degree, immediately it will become 0 degree straight with a jerk. Because earth got balance. So when earth is balanced, 0 degree straight, immediately the next change will be that after destruction in golden age and silver age, always throughout the year, our sun, the light of sun will fall on the both pole at the same time, because it is 0 degree straight. Sun is here. The same amount of light which falling in North Pole, the same amount of light will fall on South Pole at the same time. That is why in golden age and silver age, throughout the year, always there will be equal day, equal night. 12 hours day, 12 hours night. And the next change will be that the heat of sun also will fall on the both pole at the same time. That is why in golden and silver age, throughout the year, on both pole, no ice formation will be there. No ice, because same amount of heat is falling constantly. So our deities never know that what ice is. That is why our deities never consume ice cream.
They don't go skating. It's always
The last
spring.
point.
Why is it not like vertical?
Straight. You know? So, equal day, equal night, and the no ice formation. And the next change will be that whatever the land have gone inside in huge land, one piece. So that one piece huge land will have one center point of gravity. That is why after destruction, our earth will be stable. The center point of gravity will be stable. And we know the center point of gravity of sun is always stable before. When both the center point of gravity, the sun and earth, both center point of gravity become stable, immediately the distance between sun and earth will also be stable. It means after destruction, throughout the year in golden and silver age, our earth will maintain the equal distance throughout the year. That is why the orbit, which is now elliptical, will turn as circular, complete circular way. Because throughout the year the distance is same. When the orbit becomes circular, immediately, the full round, immediately in golden and silver age, throughout the year, the heat and light of sun will fall on earth throughout the year in the same amount. That is why in golden age and silver age, always there will be spring season. Because same amount of heat and light falling on earth throughout the year. So always there will be spring season, no any other season. Of course, rain will be there, but rainy season will not be there. When rain will happen? When deities go to sleep, after that rain starts in spray manner, not like 2 days. So, and rain will stop before deities awake. The exact amount of water rain will give as they need, but daily it will be there because daily needs fresh water. So now just you imagine that always there will be one season, spring season. So now this memorization is also nowadays we have. What is that? In Bharat, there are so many temples of deities. Wherever you go, in any temple, you will never find any deities wearing coat.
Yeah.
So it proves that always there is spring season. And just you see, sitting you imagine that always there is spring season. Just you imagine. So when year will finish, new year will start, will you be able to know? Now we are able to know because season is changing. So there will spring season. So will you be able to know that when new year starts, when it goes? No, it's not possible. So that is why. So here in golden age and silver age, there will be no calendar exist. No calendar. Because nobody need to know which date. When golden age starts 111, Next day, no one will write 211. They will not have thought to write this. No calendar. And here, no Sunday, Monday, no January, February.
Nee.
Day and night happens, year happens. But week and month, never
But
finish.
no birthday celebrations.
No birthday celebration. Now you see, now this way we'll never come to know when New Year starts. But even then, the nature provides some provision in such a way that by that there in Golden Age and Silver Age, very special fruits and flowers exist which takes to ripe a year. Once in a year they come. So when that flower and fruit comes, by that only we come to know that New Year started. And according to that, every year in Golden Age, the commemoration of Coronation Day celebration were done. No other festival happens there. So the next change will be that.
There are fairy tales about that.
Yeah?
There are fairy tales about that.
Fairy tales so many, but
Flower who is only growing once a year, flowering.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Yeah. I
it
think
happens.
that's
Otherwise you
mine.
cannot come to know when New Year starts. Then how that Coronation Day we can celebrate.
And how long will it last, the flower?
Yeah, throughout the Kalpa.
The rest it will flower all over. Oh,
Yeah, it will come, but that special flower will be there,
yeah.
which is not now at present. So throughout the half kalpa that will be there. And the next change will be that when earth becomes straight, immediately the moon moving around earth will be set in such a way that every night there will be full moon. Every night full moon. Nowadays once in a month. But here every night full moon will be there.
Oh, beautiful.
Here no new moon, no eclipses happens.
No.
So if here new moon or eclipses used to happen, then deities have to be in dark. It's not possible.
No.
Every night there will be full moon.
Yes.
Because soul is system celestial degree complete pure. The nature also gives system celestial degree complete happiness. And the scientific reason behind that why there will be full moon, the scientific reason is that when our earth becomes straight, 0 degree, immediately the gravitational force of our earth becomes less. Comparing to that time now at present, the gravitational force of our earth is maximum now. And it is not equal everywhere, it is varying. And the best point to understand that the Bermuda Triangle here, in the Bermuda Triangle in Central America near Miami on the Sea of Atlantic Sea, one invisible triangle is built up which is called as Bermuda Triangle, where everything flies over, earth pulls down inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, for an example, just to imagine the plane, how much high it is flying. When it touches the Bermuda Triangle area, the radio signal vanish.
Oh, yeah.
And immediately our earth pulls that flying plane inside the earth.
It has happened. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it has happened. In record, it is told that about 50 ships and 250 plane gone down inside.
Yeah.
And about 8,000 people went inside. It is in record. So that point is the maximum gravitational point existing now. So why there it happens? Of course, so many people gives other reason, but the exact reason.
It's the other side of India.
Yeah, just opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Ah.
Central America.
This is lightest, less gravity.
Yeah.
India.
Yeah, less gravity comparative to that.
Yeah.
So, you see, the exact reason why it happens there only, you see the center point of whole earth and the surface of Bermuda Triangle, in between, inside the radius, only there is seawater is existing.
Yeah.
No land, no ice, no oil, no gas, no fun, no swamp. So, rest all the places, these things are existing. Only that is the only one place there. Nothing is existing there, only seawater. So, no solid things are inside. That's why any solid things flies over, it pulls inside. Because it has to cover that pit. But after huge destruction, when the gravitational force will pull all the lands inside, no vacant place will be inside. It will be solid. So that's why the gravitational force, whatever it has to pull, it has pulled. So the gravitational force will be saturated. That's why gravitational force will be minimum, less. At present, it is maximum. After destruction, all the land will go inside. It will be minimum. When gravitational force become less, immediately our Earth set back with it some distance. Our moon, because attraction become less. So the moon with a jerk, it set back with some more distance. So by that jerk, two things happens at a time. The first thing that the whatever the machineries, all the countries scientists have sent to the moon, by that jerk, all those machineries will be thrown by that jerk out of the orbit of moon, and all those machineries will come back to Earth.
Do you mean satellites?
Not satellite, but the like Chandrayaan and all on the surface of moon, which landed on moon.
Die staan er nog steeds. Oh ja, they're still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those
They will fall down.
it will come back, because Baba always says every incident repeats identically in every kalpa.
Yeah.
So the same machinery, they will have to land next kalpa. So if it doesn't come back, so how it will go there? Everything has to come back. So by that jerk it happens. The next thing happens, by that jerk, moon tilts in such a way that nowadays on full moon, you might have seen the black spot on moon, which is actually very big pits on surface of moon. So in golden age and silver age, those black spots will be not visible on moon. Only the next part, the opposite part of moon will be visible, which is plain area. That is why in golden and silver age, moon eliminates maximum light, because pit soaks the light and plain area reflects the full light. So we got two reasons. The first one is the gravitational force become less, and also that moon kept some more distance. By these two reasons, the speed of moving moon around Earth will be very negligible. The speed will be very negligible. In such a way that as good as it has stopped in the position of full moon. But it doesn't stop. But the movement of moon is in such a way, it is very negligible, that it is as good as stopped. That is why always there will be full moon.
Oh, yeah.
And just to let us understand, you see nowadays, at present, our moon completes one cycle complete circle around the earth once in 29.5 days at present. It takes 29.5 days to complete the circle around the moon. So nowadays, after 3 days of full moon, you will find some cut on moon. So which Baba is 2 degree less. 2 degree less. So here after third day of full moon we find 2 degree less here cut. Here what happens? In golden age, Sol is 16 celestial degree complete. So moon is also 16 celestial degree complete. After 1250 years, when silver age starts, our Sol gets 2 degree less. Then moon also become 2 degree less. Here after third day of moon 2 degree less. Here after 1250 years we get 2 degree less on moon. So how slow it is, the movement of sun, that movement of moon. That is why here every night there will be full moon. So this is the world of happiness. We get happiness from souls and also nature. Now, when the same leading North Pole will complete half Kalpa, 2500 years, and enters in negative cycle, that leading North Pole, when it enters in negative cycle, here again negative changes happen. How it happens? We saw in the beginning of Golden Age, the maximum amount of land goes inside the earth. So right from that point, in the center point of earth, in the core, heat and gas starts developing. Heat and gas starts developing. Of course, at the beginning of Golden Age, it is very less. But gradually, slowly, that the pressure and area of heat and gas, it becomes more gradually. So, finally at the end of 2500 years, at the fag end of Silver Age, till that, though that pressure and area of heat and gas, it becomes in such a way, it becomes much more that the whole earth becomes a gas cylinder inside. Due to that expanding that pressure and area, the whole earth becomes a gas cylinder. But that pressure of gas cannot come out till here. But no sooner this leading North Pole enters negative cycle, immediately the existing soul they are influenced by negativity. Because negative cycle, negative influence. So that negative vibration here pure nature cannot tolerate. For an example, if you take a pitcher of nectar, if you drop a drop of poison, the whole nectar becomes poison. If there is a full pot of milk, if you put single drop of lemon, the whole milk is spoiled. Similarly, when our pure nature mix by that negative vibration first time. So our nature at that times have a very great upheavals. And that is why here very first and very big earthquake happens. And due to that earthquake, from top to bottom, whole earth develops cracks, split cracks. When cracks happens, immediately the pressure of gas and heat finds the way to come out. So at that time, with the tremendous pressure, gas comes out and it blasts the whole land inside, which was inside one piece. It get blast, and it forms in many pieces and comes on the surface of sea, and again 5 continents develop due to that. And in parallel to that, the heat the pressure of heat comes out in the forms of volcanoes. And by those volcanoes, big mountain clusters occurs. Such as Himalaya, Aravalli, Vindhyachal. So these many big mountains never exist here. Even nowadays, if you look our globe, you will find that maximum countries are existing above the equator towards the North Pole comparatively to the South Pole, Southern Hemisphere. And the many big mountains are also there existing towards the upward, towards the Northern Hemisphere comparatively to the Southern Hemisphere. It means at the end of Silver Age, when that blast happens, immediately the maximum amount of land shifted towards the North Pole. Why? Because our land of Bharat is above the equator towards the North Pole, and land attracts land. That's why maximum land shift to the North Pole towards the Northern Hemisphere. That's why North Pole becomes heavier and our Earth get imbalanced. Immediately our Earth get imbalanced, then the Earth, which was 0 degree before, immediately it tilts 23.5 degree again, because it became imbalanced. When our Earth tilts 23.5 degree again, immediately the original center point of gravity of our Earth is disturbed, because the same one piece of amount of land, it turned into many pieces, and individual pieces develop their own individual center point of gravity. So when original center point of gravity of Earth is disturbed, immediately the distance between Sun and Earth it starts varying. It means the orbit, which was full circular in Golden and Silver Age, when a negative cycle starts, immediately this orbit becomes elliptical. Immediately different season starts. So right from this point to the end of the Iron Age, throughout the whole negative cycle, always we find a volcano eruption and earthquake somewhere. And due to that only, and different country in different time, we got many new civilization on also it is gone. So now again, when the same leading North Pole will complete the negative cycle, and again when it will enter the positive cycle, just before that the world order, again it will be reset before that. So we found that at the fag end of Silver Age, due to the internal explosion, the whole land was scattered. So during the resetting, all those scattered land, again it has to come together. How it will come? For that it needs external force. Where from that will come? For that only, according to the drama plan, our scientists have invented atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, nuclear bomb, etc. And we know it is not in one and two pieces, it is many countries. So we can imagine when the same leading North Pole will enter in a positive cycle, just before that again nuclear war will happen, and due to that nuclear war, all the lands will come together, and again our Earth will get balanced and golden age will start. Similarly, in every 5,000 years, the historical event, geographical event and astronomical event repeats identically. Ob Shanti. First session finished.